Hello everyone, welcome to a video on mobile development. So this is going to be on Cordova. I'm going to show you how to create a new app, show you how to add the different platforms versus iOS and Android. We'll start with this video, will just specifically be about Android, and we'll show you how to open up the file and so forth. Okay, so first thing is finding a directory where you want to put your files at. So I'll do a PWD and see where I'm at. So I'm going to go into my documents. And let's see here, I'm going to go into Cordova. So I'll CD into Cordova dev. All right, perfect. So I should have, okay. So I have two folders there. I'm going to create another one for app3. So I'll do make directory and I'll call it app3. So that'll be just my directory level and I'll call it something else. So I'll CD into app3. So that way if I do a PWD, I'm in that folder. I just want to make sure I'm in the right spot. So first thing is creating the location for your file. So I have a Mac, so I have to do a sudo. If you're using a PC, you might just have to do Cordova. I'll do create, and let's just make this a little bit bigger. Perfect. And let's call it, instead of calling it my app, I'll call it something cool. We'll just say trying to think of a good name. We'll call it so almost like an Uber, but we'll call it something else. So I'll call it my Uber. Dumb name, but whatever. And so you'll give it some type of name affiliated with your company. So I'll do com.ppu for Point Park University dot, and I'll just call it my Uber and hit enter and enter your password. You should only get the password when you are doing the Mac, if you're doing sudo. So instead of creating more projects, I'm going to do a list. And as you see here, we have the folder. So what I need to do is CD into it. So I'll CD my Uber. And if I do list, I have all this stuff. So I have package, JSON, I have plugins, and so forth. So this is what we wanted. All right. So if I go, so let me actually pull up that location on my desktop or my folder and show you what I got here. All right, so as you see here, I have my Uber and I have these platforms. So platform is the location that we'll build next, and it'll build a platform for whether we're doing Android or if we're doing a platform for iOS or whatever the case is. Another thing I'm going to show you is the www. So let me go ahead and pull up. I'm using in this video, I'm using Atom. So that's my choice of flavor of tool I want to use for my projects so I can edit stuff. So I'm going to go up to File and Add Project Folder. And as you see here, I already have app3. So I'm going to choose my Uber, hit Open. And then I could drill down into my files here. So if I click on this, it has this information. It says Hello World. I'm actually going to change this real quick. And I'm going to do welcome to my Uber. So it's kind of stupid, but it works for what we're trying to do. So I'll just go ahead and hit save. All right, so I need to enter a password, I guess. Perfect. All right, so we've accomplished that, so that's good. All right, so now what we're going to do here is we're going to build that platform up. All right, so not that. Where did I put the command line at? Oh, there it is. It's hidden below everything. All right. So now we have that, and we want to make sure that we're in that directory. So we'll do sudo Cordova platform add, and like I said, I'll do Android first and hit enter. All right, so right now it's fetching and building that platform. As you see, things are being added here as we speak. All right, so this is good right here. So this worked. It shows the path, it shows the package, the name, activity. So main activity is a Android native language. It's a location, a starting point. So showing that they've already built that. Android 27 is the version that it's utilizing. So this stuff looks good. So I'm going to go over here real quick. As you see here, when I click on it, we have something up and running already. So that's good. So now what we're going to do is, hopefully you've installed Android Studio. We're going to try to open it up in Android Studio. So what I'm going to do is, you have a couple things. You could do open existing project, or you could do import project through Gradle. So I'll do open existing project. I'll go into my documents. Oops. I'll go into Cordova. I'll go into app 3. I'll go into my Uber. And then the key is going into platforms. And you want to click on the Android and hit open. All right, so interesting thing, this does happen. So this popped up and said there's a problem. Not a problem. So this is an issue that I think it's a problem with what do you call it? I can't even talk about it. It's something to do with Android. I don't know, but and it's actually, in my case, you might not get it. I think it's my folder. So what I need to do is give that folder rights for some reason. So right now it seems to not have the rights to do it. So let's see where I'm at. All right, so let me let's see, CD back. Whoops, couple. All right, so I should be at JCM right now. All right, users. All right, so PWD. All right, cool. So let's try this. So if I do sudo dr77, so I'll change the rights slash jcmin slash documents slash Cordova dev. I think that should be fine right there. All right, so I don't command CH. Okay, it'd be nice if I spelled it right. So I'm just changing the rights of it here. There we go, hit enter. All right, so let's see if that works now. So what I'll do is exit. So let's do open existing project again. Go into my platforms, Android, open. And all right, so brought up unable to open. That's fine. All right, so remind me tomorrow. All right, so now it's building down here, which is good. All right, so what it should do is it should build what we just did. So I have a emulator Android device go. So it should build what we had just added. All right, so it built this device is ready. Now, if we want to change it, we're going to have to make some changes and then rebuild it. We don't have to re-add the platform. Okay, so what we could do is, because what it's doing here is we could run this in HTML and see how it works. So what I'm going to do here real quick is copy this folder. All right, you know what? I'm just going to pull up a new version of Chrome real quick, and I'm going to find that folder and open that location real quick. So we know documents. Let's see here. Cordova, my Uber, www. We want to pull up this location right here, not the app itself. All right. So if you hit F12, it'll pull up the source. You go to console elements here. You can pull up the code. All right, so it's just pulling in that. So we're going to change this around a little bit. So let's go over to my HTML folder, and we have all this stuff right here where it's looks like it's using the image, and I think it should have had the, well, doesn't matter at this point really. So let's see here what we can do. This is connecting to device, and I think that's what it said, connecting to device. So let's change that just to show you. Instead of connecting to device, we'll put, just to show you that it works, hello PPU, and we'll say PPU is ready, or we'll just say my Uber is ready. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll hit save. Is we need to build our environment, because if we go out here, we already saved it. This is hello PPU, that's what we wanted. So what we need to do is we need to build the service again. So let's go into let's see, users /JCMin. So you want to go back into your folder where you have your Cordova stuff at. So whatever your folder is, and I'm going to app 3, and I'll go into my Uber. All right, there we are. All right, so now if I do, I should be able to do sudo Cordova, and then sudo Cordova build Android. Enter my password. Now, if you do sudo Cordova build, it will build both platforms. All right, so what's it saying? My environment failed. Requirements check failed. All right, let's see if it worked anyway. So let's try that out. I'm gonna pretend I didn't see that. Actually, let's do this. Try this real quick. Let's do a build. All right, let's see if I can run it and see if it fixed it. Yeah, come on. All right, it did work. My Uber is ready. So even though it said failed, it worked. But here's the key about this, and it said requirements check failed. The answer to this solution is pretty simple. So the library it's pointing at is 11.2. Requirements check failed 11.1.8, which means that it's set to 1.8. So I'd have to go in and set it to 11.0, and it should work. But as you see here, I changed it, and my Uber is ready. So that worked because that matches what we had on the HTML aspect of it. So that works. So remember, that is a key to, and it might have been just when I just did the build, it built it. So that right there allows me to go ahead and open up the file. And this video is only for Android for right now. We'll do a separate video for iOS. But this right here allows me to make changes. Now I could even go in and completely wipe out this HTML file. So let's do this just for the heck of it. So without any CSS or anything like that, let's rename the file, and I'll just call it index2 for now. Okay. So then I'll come out here and I'll create a new folder. I'll call it index.html, and then we'll just create a dump just something simple for now. We'll do title, my Uber app. We'll do a heading here. I'll just do the heading off, and we're just going to do H1 and say, welcome to my app, welcome to my world. Pretty straightforward there. I guess we could close the heading there. So, and then close the HTML. Nothing real fancy here. We'll save it. We will go out to our HTML page real quick. All right, so let's refresh the page. Look, welcome to my world. Nothing fancy. We might want to even center that a little bit. So without using CSS would be the ultimate way of doing it. Save that, refresh it. All right, and then that's fine. Maybe we can make it bigger, but I'm not worried about that, just to kind of show you what we're dealing with right there. So, all right, so now we need to run it. So let's do something here real quick to show you what happens, what doesn't happen. All right, so we saved it there, right? Oops, we saved it there. Now, if I hit run, it should still have what we had before. See, my patch, whatever is running, that's fine. So now it should change because we need to go build it again. Okay, so if I come in here and just do build, it'll rebuild. It says the project was detected, rebuild it. So now let's see if we can run it and see what happens. If I'm emulator, there you go. Welcome to my world. Now it's not perfect or pretty, but you see how you build the app. You show you how to do everything from scratch. That would be the same thing. So if you've taken my class, we set up an application that we wrote, I think, one of the weeks. We could go out there into that folder, replace all the information with our CSS, RJS, everything, and then rebuild it, and you should be good. All right, so if you guys have any questions, you know how to reach me. Thanks for watching. Have a great day, guys. Bye.